Will silver go up if the dollar collapses? That's the big question. Short answer is yes. In fact, silver will go up whether or not the dollar collapses. The dollar could suddenly triple in value and silver's still going to go up. Let me provide some context into this. Let's first decide and define what a dollar collapse means and how it differs from a dollar decline. What is a dollar crash? When a country has more debt than it can pay, typically the currency starts collapsing. Governments will, of course, try to do something about it. They'll try to print more money. And this is basically an attempt to inflate the problem or delay that problem, kick the can down the street. And I know this sounds familiar. Of course, the greater our debt, the higher the inflation, and we need to stop the collapse. The higher the inflation, the greater the danger that hyperinflation will take place. As far as our research has gone, no government has ever been able to control hyperinflation. If it occurs, it does so quickly and it happens so fast, it always ends in a crash. Argentina, Hungary, Ukraine, Iceland, Venezuela, Zimbabwe, and Germany have all experienced terrible currency crises since 1900. Some also consider the Russian currency distress during the 2014 currency collapse. The root of any collapse stems from the lack of faith in the stability or usefulness of money to serve as an effective store of value or a medium of exchange. As soon as users stop believing that a currency is useful, that currency is in trouble. This can be brought through with improper evaluations or pegging, chronic low growth or inflation. Has the dollar collapsed before is the question. Some argue that the dollar has been collapsing since it was created. Back in 2001, $10,000 will pay for a one-bedroom apartment in Los Angeles for 18 months. Fast forward today, $10,000 will only pay for a one-bedroom apartment for 8 months. And that apartment will most likely be in a very rough part of Los Angeles. The only reason our inflation remains below 5% per the government is the change in how the government computes our inflation. Yes, they change it because they realize it's the only way they can make us and themselves feel good. Now, don't panic. It sounds scary, but it shouldn't be. Yes, you can put yourself in a situation where you can shield yourself from any kind of currency devaluation or collapse. How? Invest. Invest in assets that will remain relevant and needed when everything else is collapsing. Invest in assets whose value is not dependent on anything but itself. Bonds, ETFs, stocks, cryptocurrencies, and gold. I strongly suggest you consult your financial advisor first, but note that gold is an asset that has been used by central banks and billionaires to hedge themselves against all kinds of collapses, economic, financial, social, and any other type of collapse. So why? It's tangible. It's useful. Just check out the link in the upper right-hand part of this video. Check out the different industries' uses of gold, and you can also see it in the description box. Gold is rare. It is truly global. No other asset is globally accepted as gold. So these millionaires and billionaires, they couldn't care less about the dollar collapsing because they are protected. Do yourself a favor and make sure you have the same protection for you and your family and your loved ones. I know you still have a lot of questions, so don't worry. Give us a call, 877-646-5347. And don't worry, it's a no pressure call. You can read our reviews and you'll know about that, our principle, that we do not pressure people into anything. We just give you good information. So give us a call, 877-646-5347, or you can download our free guide at noblegoldinvestments.com.
If you're interested in investing in precious metals and you want to talk to a no-hassle representative that has experience in physical metal, give us a call. Phone number is 877-646-5347. Our phone lines are always open and we're happy to answer any of your questions.